Hello students, in this video you will learn about a 2D shaped circles and we are just going to brush up some terms which are being used in the circles and how to calculate the circumference of a circle. So let's begin with this. So a circle is a collection of all points in a plane whose distance from a fixed point remains fixed. So let us consider this circle over here and I mark this as the center of the circle. The fixed point is called the center of the circle. Let me mark it as capital O. This point A on the circle. So this distance OA from center to any point on the circle is called as radius of the circle. I can draw as many as radii of the circle OB, OC, OD. So a circle has infinite number of radii. Okay, all these are equal. These, if I say OA is 3 centimeters, so over here OB is also 3, OC is also 3, OD is also 3 centimeter. Fine. Now diameter. Diameter is a line segment. Let me name it as A and B. Okay, which is passing through the center of the circle and it has endpoints A and B on the circle. So diameter is represented as like this AB and it is always equals to twice of the radius, 2 times radius. So here if I say this radius is 3 centimeter OA, so OB also 3 centimeter. So what will be the diameter length? It will be 6 centimeter. And all the diameters are concurrent. Concurrent means that they all meet at a point, common point, which is called as their point of concurrence and which is the center of the circle. Okay. Now, interior and exterior of a circle. A region inside the circle is called interior of the circle. Region outside the circle is called as exterior of the circle and this is called the boundary of the circle. Okay. Interior plus boundary becomes the circular region. So whenever we draw a circle on a plane of paper, so we have interior region, we have exterior region. If I say this point A lies here, X lies here, Y over here, Z over here. So Y and Z are in the exterior of the circle and X and A are in the interior of the circle. From here one more thing comes. Okay, let me take it over here. Center of the circle, I have drawn a line OA and I have drawn a line OP. So OA is the radius of the circle. Let me represent it as R. So now OA equals to R. Now if I say a point is outside the circle, if a point is outside the circle, so OP is always greater than R. Okay. So if the distance of a point from center is more than the radius, then the point is in the exterior. Okay. Let me take another point B now. So OB, if you check, OB is less than radius. So if the distance of a point from center is less than the radius, I say that it is in the interior of the circle. If the distance of a point from center is equal to the radius of the circle, then that is also the radius of the circle. Okay. Now next point that comes over here is chord and its segments. A chord is a line segment. If you see over here, let me name it as AB. This line segment has endpoints on the circle and it is dividing the circle into two parts. Those two parts are called as segments. The segment which contains the center, bigger one. Okay, this one would be having the center. So this bigger one is called as the major segment. The smaller one is called as the minor segment. This is the minor segment. Now diameter is also chord, which is the longest chord of the circle if you see, because here this diameter is dividing the circle into two equal parts, two equal segments, which we call them as semicircle. These two equal parts are called as semicircle. So diameter is the longest chord which is dividing the circle into two equal parts called as semicircles. Now comes another term known as secant. Secant is a line. If I draw another line, let's say line M, line N. These two lines, they pass through the circle and they intersect the circle at 2 points. So this line is called as the secant. Concentric circles, over here if you see, the center of all these circles is same. Radius of this is, let's say it's 2 centimeter. Radius of the second circle, let's say 2.5 centimeter, and radius of the third circle, let's say is 3 centimeters. So OA, OB, OC. All these circles have the same center. The radii are different, but the center is same. Okay. Arc. In a circle, if I take any part from here to here, let's say A, B, C, or let me change the color, and if I take any part from here to here, let's say name it P, Q, R. So I have drawn two arcs. If I write arc ABC, or I say ABC and on top of that this symbol, or I say arc PQR or PQR and on top of that like this. So I've written it like that. These are the arcs. Now I have the center of the circle over here. Now if I join this end point of the arc with the center and this end point with the center. So what do I get? I got two parts. These two parts are called as sector of the circle. These two parts are called as the sector of the circle. So the bigger one is called the major sector, the smaller one is called the minor sector. So sector of a circle is the area bounded by an arc and two radii joining the end points of the arc when with the center of the circle. Now let me try to name them. If I name it as O, A, B, C, and let me take it as D. So how do I name this sector? The minor one will be O, A, B, C sector, and the major one will be O, A, D, C. This is how I name the sectors. Now comes the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is the perimeter of the circle, or I can say the length of the boundary of the circle. So when I start from here and I move and come to the same point, so I have covered the boundary of the circle. So I need to calculate the circumference. So I have written the formula for circumference. Circumference is given by pi d, and d is the diameter, and diameter you know is 2r, so I can also say circumference is 2 pi r. Value of this pi is constant and we take it as pi either 22 by 7 or we take it as 3.14. We decide it if it is given in the question, no need to decide, but we decide it based on if the radius given is a multiple of 7 or no, radius or diameter. If it is a multiple of 7, using 22 by 7 is always a easy way because you can cancel it out. So let's go through this question faster. The radius of a circular pipe is 10 centimeter. What length of a tape is required to wrap once around the pipe? So radius is given. We know the formula. Length of the tape meaning you need to wrap a tape around this circle. So let's calculate. Circumference is 2 pi r. Pi ka value is given 3.14. Radius is 10. So just multiply it by 2. 2 fours are 8, 2 ones are 2, 6 into 10. Decimal place shifts when you multiply by 10, so it's 62.8 centimeter. So 62.8 is the length of the tape which is required to wrap around the pipe. Next question is based on this figure. Here you see we are taking semicircle, not the full circle. Okay, so Sudhanshu has divided the circular disc into two equal parts. What is the perimeter of this shape? Semicircular shape disc. So here you see complete circumference is 2 pi r. If I half it, so only this curved part circumference will become pi r, not 2 pi r. If I divide it by 2, it will become what? Only pi r. And this you know distance is how much? Diameter. This distance is the diameter. So I have to do only what? I have to do pi r plus diameter. So calculate pi r. Pi I will take it as 22 by 7 because radius is 7. So diameter will be what? Diameter will be 2r, which is 2 into 7, 14, plus 14, cancel, cancel. So how much is 22 plus 14? 2 plus 4, 6, 2 plus 1, 3, 36 centimeter. I hope till here it is clear. Now move to this part, very important part. Whenever a circular disc rotates, it completes one revolution, one rotation or one revolution. Let's say we start from here. I'm moving on this one. इसको हम जब move कर रहे हैं, I'm on this one. This one, it's going. You see, it's going, and when it comes back over here, So when it comes back over here, this completes one revolution. That one revolution means I'm covering the boundary of this circular path. So that is circumference. So one revolution is always equals to circumference. So let's see the question what says that how many times a wheel of radius 28 centimeter must rotate to go 352 meters. So a wheel has to go means there would be number of revolutions it has to take to cover 352 meter. It has to move a lot, not a single revolution. Okay, so what do we do? First is we calculate the circumference of this. So circumference formula is 2 pi r. Calculate it. Pi 22 by 7 given, radius is 28. I can cancel. 7 fours are 28, so it's 22 into 8, which I get as 176 centimeter. That is the circumference. Now it is saying number of revolutions. I've written the formula for number of revolutions. Number of revolutions is equals to total distance given to you divided by circumference. Circumference pi d is same as 2 pi r. Okay. So what is the total distance? Total distance over here is 352 meter. And this is 176 centimeter. Now you see here, I can't calculate it like that because this distance, this is meter, this is centimeter. So first I have to convert this meter to centimeter. So it will become 352. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 100, 176. Now I can cancel it out. If I 176 twos are, if you check, so 12, 1 carry over, yeah, this is twos are. So you will get 200 revolutions. Okay. I hope this is clear. Students, now move to the fourth question. Fourth question says that find the distance covered by the wheel in 450 revolutions if the diameter of the wheel is 42 centimeter. Now I have to calculate total distance covered in 450 revolutions. So first calculate distance covered in one revolution. What is that? That will be equals to the circumference. Circumference. Here diameter is given, so I'll use pi d, which is 22 by 7 into diameter 42. Cancel out 6. So how much you will get? 6 2s are 12, 132 centimeter. That is the one revolution. So distance covered in 450 revolutions will be how much? 450 multiplied by 132 centimeter. So let's multiply what you will get. You can multiply it. So 132 into 45. 10 will be as it is because it's 450. So 5 twos are 10, 1, 15, 16, 1, 6. This is 0, 4, 2, 8, 12, and 5. So how much it comes out to be? 4, 1, carry over 9, 5. Okay. 59400 centimeter. Or I can also write it as 594 meters. I hope till here it is clear, students. So what we have done is just a multiplication. So, okay, thank you for watching the video.